Hello and welcome back to another Fate Grand Order video. So yeah, we'll be continuing with where we left off last time. Last time we left off, we found Aoko's body in the bath and also there was fog around us. So let's see where the shenanigans lead us to next. Uh, Section 4 or Act 4. And then there was none. Oh. Magician only live once. Hmm. Wait, Alco's brown bread again. Lamau. Wait, Alco's brown bread again. Lamau rep. Damn it. Not just twice, but thrice. This might be the first time I have seen someone actually clear their own name. Is it really her? Is she really dead? Yeah, it's Aozaki, alright. Well, the third one anyway. It looks like she's been shot in the head with what appears to be a bullet. And the hot water is preventing the blood from clotting, so she's still bleeding. I can't be certain about her time of death, but I would guess it happened when we heard that gunshot. It's usually a mistake to equate gunfire with time of death, but in this case, that's probably right. There was still gunpowder smoke in the air when we got here through the changing room. So it's been less than 10 minutes since she died. Her killer must still be nearby. If I can catch them and confirm that they have a gun that was recently fired, then there is no need for that. I did it. I killed her. I won't make any excuses. Go ahead, arrest me. Kill me in revenge. Do with me what you will. Right. Yours looks to be the only gun here, so it's safe to say it's the murder weapon. But first, can you tell us what's going on? What kind of disaster happened here? What kind of? There is no way you'd believe me even if... No, wait. The fact that you are all here at all. Maybe you would. Alright, I woke up early today and decided to take advantage of it to go in the secret spring. I didn't see anyone else clothed in the changing room, so I thought I'd beat everyone in the punch, but Aozaki turned out to be already here, right? No, I was. Huh? There was another me here, along with the dead woman. The woman was standing over there with her back towards me, facing down the other me. I opened the glass door and stopped in my tracks, cause I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Then the other me made the first move. She aimed her gun and pulled the trigger with incredible speed, way faster than anyone should be able to. And that was when she shot Aozaki. No wait, we heard two gunshots, so I see now. This other Sugitani wasn't aiming for Aozaki, she was aiming for you, wasn't she? That's right. The other me tried to shoot me as soon as she saw my face. I wouldn't be alive now if it wasn't for that woman. She just jumped in front of me without a moment's hesitation and took the bullet meant for me clean through her head. I was still reading, but at the end of the day, I'm an exorcist, and luckily I hadn't gotten undressed yet. So I put a bullet through the other me's head before she could reload. Oh, dust. Then the other me disappeared without leaving a body behind. That's everything that happened. That woman would still be alive if it wasn't for me. I may as well have killed her myself. You said her name's Aozaki. She must have been the sister of the woman who got killed on the first day then. She was a good person. I never killed anyone willing to stick their neck out for someone else like that before. That must have been hard. Renbu. Renbu. But don't take it too hard. Aozaki wouldn't have done that if she hadn't decided it was better for her to take the bullet than you. She was only thinking about herself. You didn't kill her at all. Exactly. Aozaki would never lay down her life for anyone else. She only ever acts on her own principles. It just so happens that whatever she does also ends up helping other people out. It's always been like that for her. Interesting. You guys seem surprisingly upbeat. Am I the only one taking this seriously? Oh, there she is. There she is. And so, this is where my vital sign died out. Right on time. Welcome back. Huh? Two people I don't recognize, greeting me with a smile, and two others I know all too well, wordlessly pressing me. Oh, Robin, you're here too. What's going on? Is this some kind of prank? Okay, I get what's going on here now. Sorry you had to explain all this to me 3 separate times now. And Sugitani, don't worry about what happened here. You didn't do anything wrong. You are forgiving me for killing you. I mean, I guess I'm not the one who shot you, but... Exactly. You didn't shoot me, so this case is closed. Yeah, honestly, I'm grateful to you. You saved us a lot of time with our investigation by opening up to us so quickly. Exactly. If anyone's to blame here, it's Aozaki for being so careless. That goes for her safety and for those of us who have to worry about her. Hey, I said I was sorry. Believe me, I feel really silly letting my guard down this badly 3 times in one case. I guess that's the downside of not really having to worry about singularities until they are resolved. Plus, it also feels like my base output is lower than usual. Is it? The other Aoko never mentioned anything about that. Oh really? I'm sure it was the same for other 3 too. They probably just didn't mention it because it would have put them at a disadvantage. How can I explain this? It kind of feels like I have been weighing down with a heavy backpack since I got here. Or like I left with a full tank of gas but lost almost half the moment I arrived. I guess that kind of thing isn't uncommon when you travel, but still. Anyway, where is Alice? Now that you mentioned it, I'm surprised she's not here. I thought she'd be here too after Robin woke us up. So she's not with you guys. Then dismissed. I knew it. Huh? She might still be in her room. Let's go back to the top floor and... Oh, is this one of her ploys? I don't remember what the name of that ploy is, but... I think we saw it once in a mansion. With the mirror, so... Okay. Stop. We need to stay put. The mist's sure to be in the hallway by now too. Oh, it's that mist that she used in the subway. Yeah. It has... Yeah. Yep, it is. Okay. Looks like you are right. I'm seeing mist in the hallway to the new building. What's this mist about? Anyway, is it bad? It's way worse than just bad. You'll instantly be lost forever if you so much as touch it. This mist chews up anyone who wanders into it, friend or foe. It doesn't know and it doesn't care. It's called the Wandersnatch, the Rose Hound. It's a ploy kickshaw that no one's ever managed to defeat. A terrible, murderous, bounded field that Alice Kowanji only deploys whenever she means business. Yeah, Wonder Snatch. Dun, 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 dun. This OST is so good. Okay. Hey! Who was that? That came from the hallway.
What are you all doing here? Wait, I didn't see that mist. Does that mean this place is safe? Oh, thank goodness. For you psychics. What a relief. I know this world could end at any moment, but that doesn't mean I want to be the one. I want to be one of the very first people to die.
Please calm down, Mr. Komanon. Can you tell us what happened?
What happened? I'll tell you what happened. Someone disappeared right before my eyes. I was just over the souvenir corner when... There we go. Now, I'd better go check on the secret spring.
Oh. There you are, Yoshisuke. Did you grill sauri for breakfast this morning? I didn't mean grilled food for breakfast, but I couldn't have opened a window first. All the smoke is really hurting my eyes. I was just brushing my hair out too. It feels like half the world has disappeared all of a sudden. It wasn't me, Lady Caution. This is mist, not smoke. Oh.
It wasn't me, Lady Caution. This is mist, not smoke. Someone must have left the door open. Although, it's rare to get this much fog out on this smoke. Huh, Lady Caution, your face, it's...
Oh, my eyes. It hurts. It's so bright. I can't hear you, but I can't see you. I can hear you, but I can't see you. Where are you, Yoshisuke? Oh, no. Now it's affecting my right eye too. I'm scared, Yoshisuke. My whole body is scared. I can't feel anything. Help me, Yoshisuke. It feels like the ox god is about to eat me alive. Okay. You probably just couldn't see her, right? No way. You mean that shitty puppeteer just is dead?
Lady Caution would never... But then again, she really did disappear as though she'd been eaten.
Never mind that now. Close the door now, before the mist gets in here. What about other guests? Can you use the indoor phone line to contact them?
Oh, alright. I'll do that right now. Yes, that's right. Whatever you do not leave your room and keep all the windows closed too. Huh? You want to take a morning bath in the hot springs? Don't be ridiculous. No bath is worth risking your life. I'll let you know the moment anything has changed. For now, just stay put and wait until you hear from me again.
He's more responsible than he looks. I think we can let him handle the other guests. The problem is, what do we do about the mist outside? If Aozaki is right, it'll bite us as soon as we touch it. What kind of mist is this anyway? Wouldn't it go away once the sun comes out? No, not this one. It doesn't matter how sunny it is or how strong the wind is blowing. It'll never go away until it's made all of us disappear. That's what fairy tales are like. Don't lump them together with haunting in this inn.
Phew, thank goodness the other guests were still in their room. Psychics typically run away at the first sight of trouble, so I wasn't worried about them, but a guest with a family is a whole another matter. Whole other matter. That was amazing. How quick you were on that phone. Maybe Mr. Kumaran is actually just a good person. You think so? Well, things like that happen all the time around this end, so why are you smiling so creepily? I'll have you know I wasn't scared in the slightest. I have every faith this is all the wonders one's power at work. Although this one is a bit of a hassle. I don't suppose there is anything we can do about it.
What do you think, Kawasaki? Anything we can do about it? Well, luckily it's not just me this time. Between you, me, Ved, and Mash, I think we can figure something out.
Huh? Ozaki, isn't that the name of the woman who passed away 2 days ago?
Oh right, this is her daughter. Yeah. Huh? Daughter? How is it possible? For that matter,
what happened here in the first place?
what do you think? You wanna tell him what you just told me? No, I don't think so. It's hard enough to believe under normal circumstances, and this is far from normal. Puppeteer, this mist is something you weren't expecting either, right? Then you stay here and hide under the reception desk. We'll find a way to get rid of this mist. You just make sure you have got a suitable reward ready to go.
Huh. That's some big talk from a spoiled rich kid playing detective. Just do your best not to make Wang Wang angry.
That guy's got a lot of backbone than you'd think. Don't know why he has to run his mouth like that though. Maybe he just disliked detective for some reason. Anyway, nice job getting him to promise us a reward, Tobimaru. Now I am that much more motivated to solve this. So how are we gonna get rid of this mist? It's not just gonna go away on its own, right? Usually we'd ask Robin or Jack or Nursery Rhyme for their help with something like this. But I don't think we'll be able to summon anyone else in the singularity. Something's not adding up. Are we sure this mist makes you disappear? Hang on, does this mist really makes you disappear if you touch it? What do you mean, Wade? We touched the mist on our way here and we haven't disappeared. Yeah. Hey, yeah, good point. Kumaran was freaking out so much I didn't realize it sooner, but you're right. What's going on, Aozaki? This doesn't match what you told us about the mist at all. Huh? You mean you guys came here from your rooms? You weren't here to begin with? I've dealt with this mist before, so I got through it by keeping my coordinates fuzzy, but does this mean I didn't have to? Maybe not. I was laying low in the hallway after I killed that other me. And these other guys didn't see me at all thanks to the mist. I was touching it the whole time too. Must have been around 10 minutes at least. I see. Alice's mist usually works instantaneously the moment you touch it. But it looks like it's not as strong this time. This must mean there is a delay between touching the mist and the Wonder Snatcher's mouth showing up. Alright, if it's safe to touch the mist for a little bit, then let's split up and look for Alice. Even if she wouldn't use her precious ploy extra in front of other people if she could help it. We should assume that this one thing has possessed her and caused her to lose her mind. So don't even think about trying to reason with her or save her. The moment you find her, you should just contact everyone else and we'll meet back up here. Because the only way we are going to stop her is if we gather our forces and hit her with a surprise no holds barred barrage attack. Fine, I'll stay here and coordinate communications as for security. Okay, it's time we got our intel in order. Sojiro, I'd like you to stay here and take notes for me. The other teams will be Ved and Mash, Aozaki and Sugitani. If you find Koenji or anything else suspicious, come back and let me know right away. And while you are out there, it would be a big help if you could check on the other guest's room too. Alright, let's get to work. Don't leave any corners of this inn unturned.
Okay.
Go through the inn and investigate any suspicious locations. Hmm.
また出た。この旅館オカルトスポット多すぎない？
Okay, so let's begin with this one and then we'll move on to the second floor corridor. This is the attic of the old building, but I'm not seeing any signs of life. Alice must be somewhere in the new building after all. Huh? Mush? Too bad. This usually only works when you are alone, but the rules are different here. This is where I live, you see. Once you look it in the eyes, your days will be gone for good. It's fine that you have good instincts. But if you are going to come here without a plan, you too will just end up as the first sacrificial couple. Trapped in the mirror. Okay. So dead end basically. That's cool. A tragic game over, eh? Curiosity shot kills the cat. That was a fright. First, assess the situation, be patient, play main quest in places you haven't investigated yet. Make sure you have got a solid footing before you go for the prize. Okay, so Alice is definitely there. We have been in the mist for 9 minutes now, Master. I think we should go inside a room and get away from it for a while. Thanks for letting me know, Mash. Let's go in here. That's the indigo room where Shiro is staying. I hope he doesn't mind us dropping by. Shiro? Shiro? He's not here, even though Miss Kumanon told him not to leave his room. I don't see any sign of struggle. There is no mist here either. Let's go check the other guest room. I have a feeling something terrible might be happening. She's not here either. Damn it. Alice, where are you hiding? I can't even sense her magical energy. She's not in the building, or maybe she is dead. You shouldn't say things like that. This girl's your partner, right? Unless you have some reason to believe she's dead. No, just wishful thinking. It would be better for her to be dead than possessed. Yeah, why is that? There is no way she'd be using magecraft to attack people indiscriminately while she was still alive. It would be real bad for all sorts of reasons if she was. But since that's what seemed to be happening right now, then I'd rather she was dead and that her magical energy was leaking from her body or something. I know she'd prefer that to her body being taken over. And here I thought you sounded heartless. When I was coming from a deep understanding, you don't want her to suffer. But I think you might be a little late. Like you said, there is a real good chance a spirit's controlling her. There is no telling what might happen at this end. Whatever you people are, you could easily get possessed yourself if you're not careful. You seem to know a lot about this end, Sugitani. What exactly is this place? I hear it was once a domain of an ancient lord on this mountain. They just started running a hot spring in here in the last 100 years or so. It was a pretty normal inn too, at least until 4 years ago. And I think it all started with Kashin. Kashin, that's the exorcist girl who lives in this inn, right? Do you know her, Sugitani? Yes, she pretends to be a girl, but there is no telling what she really is. About 2 years ago during spring, I messed up a job and almost lost my leg and stomach. Some kind of evil spirit made them rot from the inside. Kashin said Kamano's hot spring could heal me, so I gave them a shot and this is the result. What do you mean? You look perfectly healthy now. The thing is, I used to be a guy. Whoa. Kashin said my old body was beyond repair, so she made a new one to replace it. I see, so did you come back here to get revenge or something? Nah, I wouldn't do that. She did save my life, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't still pissed. So I came here to ask if there is a way to get my old body back. Don't tell Wade's group, okay? So it's a matter of pride, huh? I didn't get it, but it's probably not my place to say anything. But now, Kashin's been lost to the mist. Part of me'd rather just make a run for it and get off this damn mountain. But now that I owe you a tip, I'm going to stick around until I find until we find your partner. Okay. Fifth floor corridor. There is no one here either. No, there isn't. This is the camera room where Ryogi is staying with her family. I see 3 people worth of luggage, but no actual people. Neither Shiro nor Ryogi seem like careless people to me. I can't imagine they'd be so quick to ignore Mr. Kumanon's instruction to stay in their room. And there is no sign of the mist in here. So where did they go? And yet they are still gone. Why? Since I don't think we'll find any answers in here, we should focus on finding Alice and have and having her undo this bounded field as soon as possible. Let's go back to Skyroom, Senpai. Maybe there'll be a clue as to where Alice is in there. This is Ravenhead's room, where Fujinon is staying. I'll check the living room area. You look for anything else that might be out of place. So this is where Fujinon is staying, huh? Her name didn't come up much when Ved and Mash filled me in on the past few days. Did you know anything about her, Sugitani? But what was that? You sounded like I suddenly grew horns or something. Sorry, it's just I can't believe you. You are an exorcist and you have never heard of the Twister before. She's the founder of the Sinrinden. Dojo Sansuryo, the Thousand Leagues Telekinetic Kill School, and she's one person here you don't want to mess with. She can curse people at a distance or even on the other side of the wall and twist them like an old dishcloth. That's how she got her nickname, the Twister. Seriously, so she doesn't kill. So she doesn't even have to be in the same room as someone to kill them. Why didn't her name come up as a suspect in the murder then? In my murder then? Probably because you always died from head trauma. Everyone knows that's not the Twister style. That said, you make a good point. What is someone that dangerous doing here? It can't be just to banish spirits. If anything, she'd be the kind of person you'd want to banish herself. She wouldn't have any reason to come here. Let's see. I think Waits theorized that all the guests have their own secret reasons for being here. Yours was alright. That must be why you went to the secret spring this morning. Huh. Hey, don't just blurt out that. Don't just blurt it out. It's embarrassing. What about you people? Why do you come all the way out here? You don't seem like the type to depend on secret springs. Maybe the ones with the biggest secret here are actually... Aozaki, where did you go? Okay, Aoko is also gone now. Skyru. Well, she wasn't here or in the neighboring room. I just hope we can find a clue in here. Let's see. Nothing unusual in the western washroom. All I found was a little water bowl for Robin. But nothing important. But more importantly, now that it's just the two of us, Senpai, can I talk to you about something a little complicated for a moment? Sure. It's about Tsukiji. Specifically something that happened when I was guiding him over the past 2 days. Even though he isn't involved in the worlds of mystic, he has no problem accepting supernatural phenomena like Magecraft singularities and ray shifts. I'm guessing that probably just has to do with the kind of person he is. However, during our investigation, he's been going off on his own at 6 in the evening on personal business. He's been going off on his own at 6. Okay. I got curious and decided to follow him yesterday, and saw him quietly going into an old building as if to avoid drawing attention. Well, he's a detective. He expects to be followed now and then. It must be pretty bad, even if even Marsh is suspicious of him. Yeah. Then I heard him talking to someone around the corner, though I couldn't tell who it was since I had to stay out of sight. But I heard him saying things in a very serious tone like, "This is definitely the place. I'm going to keep my promise, and this will all be over in 2 more days." Huh? Mush? No way. Now Mush is gone too. Hmm. So what do you think today's issue of Daily Aoko murders Tobimaru? What do you think of today's daily issue of Aoko murders? Okay. Aozaki said she's here to save the world. Does this mean whoever's been killing her wants to destroy it? Yeah, that much is clear, along with Aozaki's accomplishments. She may be ending up dead every day, but her plan is still succeeding. She's both the victim and the perpetrator. In fact, I'd bet her killer feels like they are the real victim here. So I think her killer is gnashing their teeth in frustration. Why? Why do you think Aozaki keeps ending up dead? It's because whoever's killing her isn't achieving their goal. I didn't know what it is they are trying to do, but the end result is that Aozaki is stopping it every day. I see. If this were, say, football, it would be like Aozaki's running interference. Exactly. But this mist has nothing to do with our poor killers. They what plan? Thought plan. Thoughted plan. I didn't know where Kuonji went or why she's creating this mist, but I'm sure Ved and Mush will find her and resolve this soon enough. In the meantime, you and I should focus on getting on the bottom of what's going on with Aozaki. For one thing, do you really think she was telling the truth when she said the world could end? It sure didn't seem the way to me. That being said, it also didn't seem like she was making it up. And then there is the omnipotent secret spring and the Holy Grail, was it? They said they can grant any wish you might have, but I can't believe any one person's wish could really destroy the world. What do you think, Sonaji? You can tell what she's being serious. You can tell when she's being serious or not. I mean, you two are a thing, right? Which question are you trying not to answer now? Whatever. I'm gonna go wash my face and freshen up. Tobimaru, going back to Alice. Tobimaru? Huh? Why did he say going back to Alice? And the quest is also gone. Okay. Tsukiji, Sonoji, is anyone around? Sorry, it's just me. Tobimaru and Mr. Kumanon are both gone. They vanished when I wasn't looking. I'm guessing the same thing happened with Mash here. Have some tea and try to calm down. I'm glad you're still okay, Sojiro. You too. I wasn't too worried since you are my master now. I figured I was okay. You must be too. That said, the situation is dire. Sugitani and Aozaki might be gone now too. I'm okay, but yeah, Aozaki is gone. Alright, forgot my manners again. Sugitani Reianbu reporting back. Where did you guys find out that everyone is gone? And in the mirror room there is Alice there. Let's start with figuring out how everyone disappeared. First question, how did everyone disappear? All the guests who vanished staying in the new building are gone. Tobimaru vanished when I was looking away from him. It sounded like the same thing happened with Aozaki and Mash. You turned around and they were gone.
It can't be because we spent too much time.
It can't be because we spent too much time in the mist either. Ved and I have been walking around just as much. If that was all it took, we'd all be gone. We'd be gone too. And the other guest who up and vanished didn't touch the mist at all. So that must mean the mist has nothing to do with it. There is something beside the mist making them disappear. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Ozaki must have got it wrong. I'm sorry. She had some nasty experience with Alice's mist before, so I don't blame her for being wary of it that we didn't get to see. But it definitely seems like it's not the mist disappearing people, but some other kind of rule. Some other kind of rule. So what kind of rule could kick in even when they are cooped up in their own room? Cooped up in their own room. I think it happened when they looked into a mirror alone. I think it happened when they went to the bathroom alone. It's definitely mirror. Oh. So you finally figured it out. Took you long enough. Robin, the same one who's been flying around all morning acting like he knows something. So, you did notice I was here. Well, Robin Hood, I thought you guys were leaving me on hold or something. That's right. This time the culprit isn't mist but mirrors. It traps you in its mirror world if you look into one by yourself. It's one the snatch altar. Did that bird just talk? Has the whole world finally lost its damn mind? Yeah, it talks, but don't bother listening to it. It usually just runs at beak without thinking. Not this time. It seems you knew, Robin. You didn't tell us. That's right. I've been your enemy all along. I've been watching over you city people like a hawk. A Robin Hawk. What do you think I am? A bird? Well, yeah, I am. But I'm also Miss Alice's friend, though through thick and thin. Even if I didn't get much screen time, I'll never testify against her, no matter what. I see. So where is she right now? The inverse reflection room, you know, the one in the attic? She secretly woke up early to check it out, but she totally underestimated the mirror and got possessed. So this is where all the commotion was coming from? Where is that useless good-for-nothing bird brain? What? Okay, that's gone. In her third ascension. Good day, my fellow survivors. My fair survivors. How fortunate that there are still 3 of you left. You must be very lucky indeed. But of course, luck is exactly what a good horror protagonist needs, isn't it? Tell you what, I'll make a 2-hour movie of each of you. That means 6 whole hours of fun in total. This really is your lucky day. It looks like Miss Kuonji, but how did she turn all dark and spooky? That's gotta be an imposter, right, Sojiro? There is no way the real Kuonji could be that wicked. What's that face supposed to mean? Say something, damn it. Of course, that's an imposter, but don't shoot her yet. There is still a chance it could actually be her. The real Alice's jokes are so sophisticated that they are impossible to tell from tragedies. I may be an imposter, but I have to say, you really are as blunt as real Alice. Remember? Anyways, I'm the spirit that haunts the inverse reflection room. I'm a projection of the shadow from the deepest restless of Kuonji Alice's mind. Recesses, okay. I'm not trapping you for my own amusement, I think. I'm just fulfilling my role as a twisted reflection of my victim. I just wanted to say that in the real Alice's defense, although I can't deny she has questionable tastes. There see, even she admits that Alice has more than her share of dark power. So what do you want with us, imposter? Sojiro, just don't say anything for a while, okay? I came here to see your face become twisted with terror, of course. Since you already figured out my mirror rule, I'll switch over to the mist one right away. The real Bandersnatch is usually too vicious for my taste, but a little splatter now and then can certainly mix things up. If you want to survive, you'll have to make your way to the inverse reflection room before I change the rule again. I'm going to play my very best game with you as a sign of respect for having made it this far. Damn it. So she thinks she can kill us whenever she wants, huh? But too bad for her. We have got you and Sojiro, and he knows the real Koonji. Knowing where she is now, we just have to get there and punch this spirit's light out directly, right, Sojiro? I've never seen him so scared. What in the world did she put you through before? Yeah. At first, she changed the whole amusement park, then she put him in the bottle, then she threatened her to put him in the mirror. There was few other things, but that was glossed over in the epilogue of the visual novel before the after story. So yeah, he's definitely been through fair share of Alice's contraptions. You made it. Come on in. I'm in the back. We can't dance by the stairs if you want to exercise me. You'll need to be brave and keep moving. I don't think so. First, we are going to do this. I might be willing to go charging in, but the inverse reflection room is covered in mirrors. We'll never be able to get close to that Alice imposter in the back of the room without those surrounding her. But the mirrors won't be able to trap us as long as we stick together, right? All we gotta do is keep an eye on each other and make sure we are not separated. I'm not so sure if that was her goal. She tried to lure us in one by one. There must be a reason she told us to all come together. Maybe she has some secret cheating rule that only applies to her or something. Good point. That doesn't seem like something she'd pull. That does seem like something she'd pull. Any ideas, Ved? Okay, let's go with that. Renbu, you bring up the rear, Ved and I will take the front. You forget I was sniper. Long as storm shutters are open, this is like shooting fish in a barrel. No fair. Breaking my mirrors from the outside. Now you have ruined the special rule I went through the trouble of making. Let's get her, Master. Do your thing. We are shutting down this house of mirrors permanently. Oh. Battle? dun, 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 dun. Sojuro. Okay. Simple enough team. If it was a boss battle, that would be cool, but I don't think we are actually going to have any trouble with her. Reflection monster.
そこにいるのねかわいそうに
Watch my back, master. Okay.
今日完了白兵戦決着の時戦いできた後より出て先に立つのはい
Okay.
逆光剣フィニッシュどうせステルスそう少しずつほどほどにしましょう切り札こちらに浴びて溶け切り札こちらに白兵戦決着の時望むところだ了解アンサベ
したか
暗殺レアチームそう
戦利品そんないいものがあるのか
Okay. Dun, 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 dun. The mist is gone now. Okay, mission 17, which we
旅館の問
probably
題点をリスト
cleared.
化してみたよ
Yep, we cleared mission 17.
さらにいいものをもらってしまったこの旅館次の依頼だ焦らず一休みしてから取り掛かろう次の依
Okay,
頼だ焦らず
70 missions completed. Damn.
さらにいいものをもらってしまったこの旅館有料企業の疑いがある
Anti-witchcraft, Amur rocket launcher, armor. What? Who? Special attack evil. Okay. NFF service. This could be good.
やったぞマスター事件発生だこれは
Okay.
旅館の構造調査の仕方は確認してあるインフォメーションをチェックするものは時間を制するってね
Bind
時
stun
短には基礎
petrify.
ルールの把握が一番
3 stars. Okay. Could be good on. What's her name? Van Gogh, because her NP is stuns the enemy. So, on her not poison, curse doesn't work because she absorbs all the curse from everyone. So,
ボ
okay,
ーナス
sure. Last two nodes. And so, and so, Miss Alice personally apologized to all the other guests. If that isn't a non Christmas miracle, I don't know what is. Honestly, getting to see something that rare makes this a net positive in my book. I have no recollection of these events whatsoever, but I'm still very sorry for all the trouble I've caused you. I'll make sure I remember this for the rest of my life so that this kind of thing never happens again. You don't have to be so hard on yourself. Hey, at least we got to experience what it's like to live in a fairy tale. Exactly. The important thing is that everyone who disappeared made it back safely. I wouldn't go as far as Robin, but I would say we came out even. Well, except for all the time we wasted. Was that last part really necessary? I'm sure Eris went off on her own for a reason. Right, Alice? There is no way you'd went to check out the haunted room as part of your morning walk? I am not sure. I did have a reason. Is that so wrong? Huh? What do you mean? Don't tell me you are still haunted. I'm sorry, it's my fault. Alice went off on to check to her. What? Alice went off on her own. Okay. I should have been more precise when we were talking last night. Is that true, Alice? It's fine. This was my decision. So now that we are all caught up, I have some evidence I'd like to present. Robin. That black box you found in the attic, right? On it. Yep, Buzzard's briefcase. Yes, Shizuki, remember how you were acting strange in front of the inn yesterday? That made me curious enough to check out the attic, where I found this briefcase hidden in the floor hatch behind a mirror. Does this help? I think password was the release date of Hollow Atraxia. It was 2005, 10/28, I think. Definitely. Thanks, Alice. Wait, you said passcode you got from Bazet was 2005, 10/28, right? Okay, let's try opening it. It's a bunch of documents, reports, I think. Oh wait, this is Clock Tower Slipper. Let's see. We have determined that observation records from May 1st to 1999 to May 6th, 1999 for XX Japan no longer exists. We believe this is the result of trampling with history or a branching point for a pruning theoretical phenomenon. The association has sent a local seal designation enforcer to investigate the anomaly. The church will assign a local substitute priest to supervise. Signed, Lord Brashan of the folklore department. Brashan, as in one of the deans of the whole clock tower. I had no idea Buzzet was so elite. So the Mages Association was aware of the anomaly at the Kumano Hot Springs too. Or at least they were 2 years ago. Since the report is from 1999 and it's 2001 now. So it's likely they found a glitch in their logs from the past 2 years. Right, the Mages Association didn't know the details either. How could they, since they couldn't observe this place? Do you think Aoko 1 was somehow involved with this anomaly from 2 years ago? I'm sure she was, or rather, I'm still tangled up in it as we speak. So Aoko 1 was sent here in 1999. Then she jumped here 2 years later due to some kind of trouble and got killed while she was trying to get back. She must have been exhausted. There is some more documents here about the employees. Check it out. These documents seem to have to be about employees. So it would seem. This one's Mr. Kumanon's picture and background. Let's see. Kumanon Yoshisuke, former entertainer, retired in 1997 and began working at the Kumanon Inn. Age 28. Kumanon used to only be a stage name, but he had his name legally changed to the Kumano Inn's propertier when Kumano Inn's propertier adopted him. Birth name Kinomi Hosuke. What? Okay. What the fuck? What did you just say? Something wrong? Wait, that name sounds familiar. You are kidding me. That was Kinomi. No wonder I found him so aggravating, Aozaki. Aozaki, I know. Let's go. Collar him and make him cough up everything he knows right now. Huh? Do you know this Kinomi person? Kinomi Hosuke is Tsukiji and Suzuki's old classmate. Even Aoko found herself at her wits' end with him. Come now, we should go as well. If they accidentally strangle him to death, then we'll have lost a crucial lead. Well now, you do look...
Well now, you took...
Yeah, now that I look at him, his hairstyle definitely reminds me of him, but he definitely changed a lot. Well now,
you two look a fraud. What is it this time? A walking skeleton or such? Or such some?
you could say the same. We were just about to rip off your mask and see who we really are dealing with. We know it's you, Kinomi. Give it up.
Oh, so you figured it out. Well, no help to bother with this disguise anymore then, who?
Hey guys, it's me, your cure for humdrum life, the one and only Kinomi Hosuke. I'd be damned. It really is you, Kinomi. How the hell did you change your bone structure? Pretty cool, right? It's all thanks to Kashin's meticulously made prosthetics. Anyway, life comes at you fast. Here I was living a quiet life in the mountains. Then the next thing I know, His Highness Tobemaru shows up. Shizuki is suddenly 10 years younger. Alice is stone cold beautiful as ever, and Prez keeps dying and coming back to life. Did you guys plan a class reunion or something? Cause I sure never got an invitation. How could we send you one when we don't know your address? You didn't even tell your parents where you live now. Alright, I remember now. You knew how I got to be a fairly famous comedian, right? That's why I started keeping my address under wraps, man. It's rough being popular. What do you mean by Prez? Who do you mean by Prez? What do you mean by Prez? Okay. Oh, right. Guess I ought to properly introduce myself, huh? I'm Kinomi Hosuke. I drew the detective and his trusty assistant there back when we were all in high school. By Prez, I mean Aozaki, cause she used to be our student council president. Oh yes, she ran such a tight ship, not even Kinomi here could stand up to her. That aside, Kinomi, I'm surprised you didn't freak out more after seeing Aozaki getting killed every day. Didn't you worry that what might happen when Aozaki family found out you let their daughter die at your inn? Well, yeah, sure. Deep down, I was freaking the hell out. Back when you said the first dead woman's name was Aozaki, I thought I was cornered for sure. Then when she died again, I thought, I knew she was still alive. But now she's dead again. I feel a little better after that. But this morning's death shocked me so bad I thought I might get a heart attack. Alright, that's when we had Aozaki's corpse and Aozaki herself. Come to think of it, you were pretty taken aback by that. Huh? Aozaki? Isn't that the name of the woman who passed away 2 days ago? Huh? Daughter. How is that possible? For the matter, what happened here in first place? Well, of course, I was. I mean, the press getting married. That's way crazier than any ghost story. Let me go, Sojiro. I can't kill him if you keep holding me back. I'm sorry. This is all happening so fast that I'm having trouble following along. Am I right in assuming from your reactions that Kinomi here isn't a bad person? How you absolutely are, miss. Man, who is this girl, guys? She's so nice, which makes her cute. And the other girl next to her in full of spirit. It's so heartwarming. Did I mention she's cute too? Yes, that's right. Mush, Kinomi. Mush. Kinomi might be a scoundrel, but he'd never do anything truly evil. I see. So he's scoundrel, but one you were friends with. I guess that means Kinomin is no longer a suspect then. Kuman-noin. I don't care if your name's Yoshisuke or Hosuke. My question's still the same. What is the omnipotent secret spring? What are you up to, gathering all these psychics in one place? Just tell us the truth. I won't be mad. If you come clean, I'll even swear your life. Really? I don't know, Pris. You're pretty much always mad. I think I'm gonna have to call a lawyer first for my protection. Oh, so those are your last words. That's pretty gracious coming from you. It's a joke. I'll talk. You want to know why I have been gathering psychics here, right? I just wanted them to get rid of all the spirits haunting the inn, that's all. Yeah, I might have tampered with the wish-granting spring, but really, that's my only goal here. It was all just a marketing campaign to drum up a business for the inn. The way things were going, I'd have to shut the place down for good. So why the disguise? Oh, that's because the first psychic I called was just the worst. He had like 5 apprentices and they all spent their whole 3 nights staying, doing nothing but partying. Granted, that's probably because he was a false. I knew from my TV days, but still. So I asked Lady Kashin for help and she said, Nobody will take any seriously like that. Why not disguise yourself as someone scarier? Concede the point. Oh, I guess there was one more reason I had to pretend to be someone else. After business started booming thanks to word of mouth about wish-granting springs, I went around and got a bunch of funding to build the new building. But then, when business dried up, I had to start worrying more about debt collectors than ghosts, you know? So you had no customers and no way of paying off your debt. Talk about rock and hard, please. Just to be sure, let me ask you this. Have you ever wished the whole world would end? Huh? Where did it came from? Your Highness, you are not getting fed up with life, are you? Sure, I'd like to wipe my slate clean, but I'm not looking for a total reset. Things might be hard right now, but the Kumano Inn's still my pride and joy. And hey, as long as you are alive, there is always a chance things can turn around, right? Yeah, that's Kinomi alright. It's almost refreshing how self-servingly optimistic he is. Well, at least this definitely eliminates him as a suspect. I guess we'll just have to be happy with that. That being said, he's still this inn's propertier. Alright, Kinomi. What's in the room of no opening? I told you, I don't know. I can't get it open. If I could have been the first to open the door. First to open what? First in the door. What about the legend of One then? One. Oh, I made that up. There was a legend about a monster in the Kumano who could see the future, but that wasn't enough to draw in the crowd, you know? You ever heard of the Holy Grail? A chalice that grants any wishes, eh? Guess you wouldn't. It's pretty deep lore after all. Damn. That's a job, probably. You wouldn't know. It's not like you are playing Fate or anything else. Anyway, I heard there was a crazy 4-dimensional treasure back there. So I decided to dress it up in a more traditional Japanese style. A chalice is just a fancy cup, right? When one can mean cup in Japanese, so that's where I got one from. How did you know about the Holy Grail? Where did you hear about that? Who was it that told me about it again? It was probably one of the guests I had 2 years ago, around the time I started spreading the one rumors. Probably Aoko? Probably not. Who else could it be? In the bath we go. Oh, I didn't change the gender. Damn, okay. Man, I still can't believe that Yoshitsuke was actually Kinomi all along. Though, come to think of it, I think I did hear he went into comedy after he graduated. Did you know who he was, Alice? You know? Quite. I didn't want Tsukiji to hear us in the mince bath. And no, strictly speaking, I didn't know that was him. I'd been to this inn before, but he was just a regular employee back then. I didn't see him this time, so I didn't say anything because I thought he must have quit. I see, so you didn't think he'd disguise himself. You said you have been here before, so you basically left your house voluntarily. How did that happen? Talking about after the Mahoyo Vian. I think this is way after Mahoyo 2 as well, because I think the contents of Mahoyo 2 are what happened in the summer break. I think that's what it was mentioned in the after story, if I remember correctly. So Shizuki probably left for Sonoji, then Aozaki, then Alice was the only one left in the house, if I had to guess. It just worked out that way. I thought I could relax in this inn since it was far up in the mountains, away from civilization and crowds. Besides, it's been 10 years since you left on your own journey, so I thought I could stand to go on at least one trip per year. 10 years since then, so... Oh. Was she in the third year when we played in the VN? I don't remember because Sojiro mentioned previously that the summoned version of him is from 1991, so, and this is currently 2001, so she left in 1991. Okay. Remember the last thing you said to me before we parted ways was, the only thing you lack is social skills. Oh man, you're still hung up on that. Oh Alice, talk about the sour grapes. sour grapes. I still can't forgive Kinomi for not telling us the truth, uh, but I do still appreciate him letting us reserve this outdoor bath. Maybe the reason he was only nice to you as Yoshisuke was because he still had something resembling a coincidence. That aside, I wonder why he made his stage name Kumaon. Kumaon. Wouldn't it make more sense to keep it close to his real one? What do you mean? That name sounds just like something Kinomi would use. It's got Kuma in it and everything. Remember the Chinese restaurant Kumari's dad owned, the one we pretty much owe our lives to? So you mean the Kuma part is a pun on Mad Bear? Was that Tsukiji screaming Mad Bear? A mad bear. There is a bear in the men's bath? Oh no, they didn't mean the real bear. Mad Bear is the name of the Chinese restaurant in our hometown. There was a girl in our grade called Kumari Kojika. Her father owned the place. I'm proud to say she was just adorable, beautiful, almost like a living doll. I heard she even got randomly scouted to be an idol when she went to Tokyo for her college entrance exam. Bro. Man, I haven't thought about Kuma in forever. I wonder what she's up to now. Yeah, it would be cool to see her here. You know, I just realized today is the 4th. I didn't think we'd be staying this long when we got here. Still, our job's basically 90% done now. We should leave if we wanted. We could leave if we wanted to. What do you mean your job's done now, Tobemaru? I thought you came here on a company retreat. What? You can hear us. Why don't you say so sooner? Anyway, the vacation was just pretext. We were actually here to find a missing person. A certain idiot prodigal son whose parents were sick with worrying after he disappeared without any word. They thought he might have more luck finding him since we used to be friends in high school, and so here we are. So your job here was looking for Kinomi. Really? This is the first I'm hearing about. Oh, alright. You are the youngest Ojiro. Sorry, I should have let you know sooner. Actually, the other you suggested he might be here at the Kumano Inn. Huh? I had no idea. I'm glad to know my older self is more being useful at least. By the way, there is something that's been on my mind since this morning. What? Why do you all look like you are bracing for impact? Well, historically, every time Shojiro reveals that Sojiro Shizuki reveals that he's been wondering about something has been a traumatic experience for Aoko. No, really, it's just a general question. Why would there be secret springs for transforming into men? I was wondering about that too. I already know, so I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. Probably because I don't know. It was the main wish for what's her name? The gun. What was her name? We were with her. Damn. Sugitani, yeah. That was Sugitani's wish, so... I don't know. I believe it has to do with Buddhism. Some Buddhist practitioners have traditionally believed that women are incapable of becoming a Buddha, no matter how hard they train. Shakyamuni Buddha himself is said to have taken pity on them and created a means that would let women be reborn as men, thereby enabling anyone to reach Buddhahood. They'd take a while to explain the intricacies of what a Buddha is, but it'll take. Yeah, it'll take. To put it simply, those who reach that status are said to have attained enlightenment or sainthood. Wow, you're so smart, Mash. I didn't know the first thing about Buddhism myself, but from what you said, it sounds like whether to acknowledge women's rights could be a hot topic in a few years. But even putting all the Buddhism stuff aside, I'd kind of like to try being a boy for a while. A whole different kind of body could change the way you view the world. Doesn't that sound interesting? You want to be even more aware of what's going on in the world. Knock it off. There is the sort of thing that's gotten you killed every morning. Yeah, no more going to hot springs, Awazaki. It's tiring carrying your dead body to that cave every day. You don't have to tell me twice. I'm never taking a morning bath again if I can help it. I just want to sit down in the morning and have a yummy breakfast all together already. And so Awazaki Aoko's whiny, if I had to guess, narrator is probably Robin. And so Awazaki Aoko's whiny declarations melted into the night sky, surrounded by her friends' good-natured laughter. Yes, this is what hot spring trip is supposed to look like. I might have to go on one myself next Golden Week. And with that, the night of the fourth day came to an end. Passion still burning bright in everyone's heart. Morning, everyone. Morning, everyone here. Hi guys, everyone here already. Yes, Aoko and Alice are visiting from the next room. Tobimaru is probably still sleeping. He's seemingly pretty relieved after we found Kinomi. I hope we didn't wake him. Morning, Wade. Oh, her second ascension for both of them. I told Aoko it was too early for this, but she wouldn't take no for an answer. Well, yeah, we don't want to waste any time. Early morning walks are the best part of staying at Hot Spring Inns. Speaking of which, good morning, you two. It looks like it's going to be pretty hot today, so we change into our summer clothes. Let's head down to the old building when you are ready. I don't trust Kinomi to do a good job with cooking, sir. I thought we'd commander the kitchen ourselves. You two can cook, huh? Depends on the menu. If it merely involves cutting ingredients and throwing them in pot, like stew or potaflu, then yes. And I can cook pretty much anything under the sun. I can't wait to start chopping up all these high-quality hotel ingredients. Awazaki and Alice's cooking is tasty when their hands aren't tied by poverty. It's kind of miraculous how it manages to be both sloppy and elegant all at once. Okay. Yeah, they made a hot pot once, if I remember correctly. Other than that, I didn't see anyone cooking apart from Sojiro. Yeah. Oh man, not again. Did you hear that? It's coming from hallway. It sounds like Kinomi. Sorry to disturb you all so early. Wait, Mash, Sojiro, are you here? I've got some terrible news. There's been a fourth murder at the hot springs. Awazaki is dead again.
Huh? Again? Huh? Huh? What? What? Hmm. Okay. Mission 18.
旅館の問題点をリスト化してみたよ。いいものをもらってしまった。
Okay, so that was all for today. Definitely got some interesting tidbits of info, but still don't know what's actually happening in this hot springs. Why is Aoko getting killed every morning? Even though Aoko was with us in the morning, she died in the hot springs. So if I had to guess, she probably arrived from the future and instantly died, or something else is going on. So yeah, story is definitely going in interesting ways, and we are still getting some tidbits of info after what happened in the visual novel. So yeah. Okay, so thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, a like and sub would be appreciated. But other than that, see you guys tomorrow with the continuation of this event. So yeah, thank you all for watching and bye.